supporting people. Government is primarily in our lives to maintain law and order so that we can take personal responsibility and do it in a law and order type society. It's to protect us. The government is here to protect us and enable us to function on our own. And that's what we were taught. That's what I was taught. And functioning on our own, we can handle our money. We can handle our lives better than a government bureaucrat can.
423-0139. We'll keep going to the phones. We'll go to James in Jackson. James, you're on the phone with George Flinn, wants to be your congressman. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good morning, James.
I've just got one question.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be committed to decreasing the size of the federal government, even if it means becoming unpopular? Because if we decrease the size of the federal government, we're going to lose jobs. We're going to throw responsibility on the private sector in a lot of aspects, and it's going to be unpopular because for a minute stuff's going to slow down. We're going to hit bumps. We're going to hit potholes because these things have to be redone to meet what the federal government is defined as in the Constitution.
Yeah, James, appreciate it. So it's going to be a tough road to get from point A where we are to point B. Are you willing to ride through it?
It was an easy road to get here because it was just like, taking medicine, taking drugs. To get off the drug, it takes, withdrawal. We need to go through that phase to get our lives straight again. And the analogy holds up. We have taken the government and the government subsidies and the government this and the government that, helping us so much, and enough is enough. We need to be self-reliant. We just need to be self-reliant.
Yeah, I got two specific questions off that. James, great question. Earmarks. Are you going to be the man to bring earmarks back to West Tennessee?
Earmarks can be good or bad. Earmarks need to be transparent. That's one thing. If you're going to put something in a bill, it needs to be transparent. People need to know. It can't be hidden in there just to get a vote. Earmarks, we need help in West Tennessee. We have the biggest area of unemployment in the state. We've got a tremendous amount of unemployment, and that's one reason I'm running. I know how to create jobs. I've done it. As a matter of fact, I did it in radio. I started out I couldn't afford to buy a radio station. I had to build the first one, and I did build it. And I started out with one station and 2 employees, and I built station after station. As a matter of fact, one of my mentors was Kirby Confer, and so I did the same thing he did.
Who owns this station, by the way?
I did that very same thing. I don't run up debt. I don't spend more than we take in. So we build a station. We don't have any debt. And you see the other stations, they're laying off or they're going bankrupt. We don't, because we don't have debt. And that's what I learned. And I've created thousands of jobs. I'm not promising to do it. I'm saying I've already done it. And I can do it again. And I've done it, and I continue to do that, creating jobs. These are jobs where no jobs existed. You asked the 78-year-old lady that I hired to help. There was no job at that time. And I now employ her.
Now, how can you create jobs in a government role as a representative?
The main thing you can do in creating jobs, get the government out of private business. Get the regulations stopped. The government's regulating private businesses out of work. Here's what I did. I bought a cell phone charger, and it said on the little charger, designed in Tennessee, manufactured in China. Exactly right. So it costs money to send the materials over to China. It was manufactured. It costs money to bring the materials back from China. And we have regulated our businesses to what they call, it's a pop phrase, outsourcing. Mm-hmm. Well, that means taking jobs away from Tennessee, taking jobs away from the United States, outsourcing them to other countries. We've got to stop that. We've got to get the government out of private business, let private business flourish. Jobs will be a natural.
So this is an interesting point here. Maybe we can go into free trade on this. We talk about outsourcing a lot here. Do you blame the greed of private corporations for sending jobs overseas, or do you blame the government for forcing these companies to go overseas?
I blame the government. I think we can change this, and we can watch and see what it happens. I think business wants to do business in Tennessee. I think they want to do business in the United States.